Hello everyone, welcome back to Mind the Chart. My name is Marco. I'm here with another video on Bitcoin and broader market in general. So what we had 2 days ago was this 12-hour equilibrium and multiple inside bar on the daily time frame. We broke this level 40,000. We confirmed a daily bear flag without follow through. So once we broke the low 39,200-ish, we managed to have this lower week, and then we actually V-shaped recover, pretty much hold the move. We broke bullish 41,500, and now we are approaching 42,000, so the 26 CMA. Is this enough for confirming our bottom on the weekly time frame? Well, actually, what I would like to see is another higher low and a higher high to confirm that this is our bottom. So we had too many fake outs, and so this time is not different. We want to have more volume. We want to have a confirmation of a daily trend change. I know we had this kind of a daily trend change here, but we broke in lower low. So even though it was a bear trap here, we had this continuation. We approached the 26 CMA, but what I want to see really is another higher low and higher high, because I want to see bulls gain confidence, and I want to see what the bull will do once we get another higher low. Will they jump on board and try to break the resistance and go toward 44,000 to get the 200 EMA once again, or they just will fade away all the move as we done here, and we're gonna test the low once again. So for now, all the bears that shorted the market here are underwater because they lost the opportunity, or they actually got their stop loss hit. So that's what I'm watching. And the bullish volume here is decreasing, but I'm not paying too much attention of this, but it's something important we should consider in the long run. We need volume to get over the 200 EMA. So that's the view on Bitcoin we're having. And on Bitcoin, on the weekly time frame, I'm not going lower the daily time frame because I think it's not relevant now. What I'm watching is the weekly time frame, because after we broke this equilibrium bullish on the weekly, we tested 48,300, which is the maximum level we got here ever since January. So the highest level of the years, 2022, and then we gave all back, now trying to form this weekly higher low. So what we are looking here is an anticipation of a weekly higher low. I'm trying to get on board for the weekly higher low because I think we can actually have some kind of equilibrium on the weekly for the next 3 weeks, because we are heading to the FOMC early May. So I think Bitcoin and QQQ and SPY will gain some kind of a tiny pattern towards the FOMC meeting. That's what I'm predicting. I know it's not the best way to say it, but that's what I'm doing right now. So on the weekly time frame, I'm waiting for the bottom to be confirmed with the daily trend change, and then we can call the bottom on the weekly time frame. Weekly higher low is something that I was scouting. I made some entry here. I'm in gain right now because I actually scaled down on the daily RSI, and I try to get more momentum on my part, trying to fish the bottom. That's what I've done, and I got a good average. So now what I'm trying to do is let this position run toward 43,000, 44,000, and then get some take profit, 75% of the position, then let core position run in the case we can actually break the 48,300. That's what I'm looking at. So the RSI is now on the middle road, as we can see here. It's pretty much 49.50 on the weekly, which is good. We will have to cross this level 44 if we want to have more momentum on our side. So the 12 and the 26 EMA are still cross bearish, which is not a good signal, but we wanted to see a bullish cross. And maybe once we get the bullish cross, it's not even sure that we can break the 48,000. So as I say, maybe we're going sideways for a while. That's my prediction. So on the monthly time frame on Bitcoin, what I'm watching now let me check on the monthly time frame. We are still in play with this kind of a bearish flag. So there is this bear flag on the monthly, just because we couldn't actually cross the 0.38 on the Fibonacci. So the retracement was so low that we couldn't cross the 50K, and so we have this bear flag still in play. The overall pattern is still in uptrend, because we have this monthly uptrend on our side. So as long as we stay above the 33,000, we're safe. So we didn't lose the weekly time frame. So I can't say this is our monthly lower high, as long as we have the weekly pattern on our side. If we manage to break and lose the weekly uptrend now, that will be a red flag, and the confirmation of the bear flag will be increased. But for now, it's not. So on the monthly time frame, we still have room to go higher, actually, if we want. But we gotta cross the 50K level if we want to be more in in a safe zone, as I say. There are rumors of the ETF spot may be approved, later this year. The GBTC premium, I would say the GBTC discount, if it crossed 16, as it did first with the ETF in the future, it might be a clue that someone is getting in early, that someone is trying to buy, the rumor, and then sell the news once the ETF will be approved. In Australia next week will be out, so that's something we will have to keep an eye on. The ETF spot, it would be surely a catalyst for the price to get higher. Maybe not an all-time high, but getting higher. And then we are in the middle of the road of the next halving, so 210,000 blocks. That's what we have, and every 4 year, pretty much we are in the middle of the road for the next halving. So people may be realizing right now that Bitcoin is a scarce digital asset, and they need to store more Bitcoin in order to have more value on the property for the future. So that's Bitcoin. But I want to just check on the actually broader market as well, because it's going to open soon, and we have also the S&P 500. Let me check here. I'm sorry, I'm with the phone because I don't have my computer right now. But the market is going to open in 10 minutes. So yesterday evening, we actually top out because of Netflix earnings. They were bad. They lost subscribers, bad earnings. Netflix lost 25%. And then the S&P 500 topped. It was climbing pretty good, but then topped. And now it's climbing back again. So if I'm going on the hourly time frame, we can see here that was the point yesterday when the S&P 500 started to go down with Netflix on the Netflix news of the earnings after hour. And then now we actually managed to broke the 4474. This is the index, by the way, and now we're climbing higher. So this is going to give a Bitcoin a boost and confidence on the market. That means that the risk asset are actually increasing today. And so we have this on the weekly time frame, also on the S&P. We're looking for a weekly higher low, which seems more likely to happen because the S&P 500 is stronger than QQQ, which is only tech. The S&P has inside more, financial and healthcare, other, type of sectors, which are pumping the price even higher. So I don't have any doubt that the S&P 500 will find the weekly higher low sooner or later, and then maybe we can have a tiny pattern here as well. Looking to the QQQ, US 100 is in the Nasdaq. Same stuff. It went a little bit deeper here as Bitcoin did, and now it's trying to recover a little bit. 14,262. That's the level, and maybe we can confirm a weekly higher low in all these names, even on Bitcoin. So that's what I'm watching. It's the most important pattern I'm watching right now. Weekly higher lows in all these sectors. See now in 10 minutes when the market open, when the bell rings, what will happen? If we can have more continuation, or they will short the gap, and I don't know. That's depend. We will check later. Don't worry. So then we have the Dixie. DXY is getting stronger. Now it's taking a breath, but the overall pattern here on the Dixie on the 6 month is what I'm watching, and the 6 month time frame, it got this equilibrium. So we have this high, low, lower high, higher low, lower high. We have these two resistance. We don't want to see the Dixie break this resistance, because otherwise it will gain strength and Bitcoin will lose momentum. So what I would like to see is confirming a lower high here, and for the next 2 years, maybe scouting an higher low at 95, maybe 94, even lower would be better. So Bitcoin can gain some traction, and also the altcoins and all the risk asset will be an healthier sector overall. If the dollar will go down a little bit. But we will have to check, because this is a big pattern. Don't know how it will come out, and it depends on the Federal Reserve, the quantitative tightening. We're seeing also the bonds going down. If I'm going to check on TLT, let me check a little bit. Bonds they're keeping going down, and actually the 30 years yield is going up 3%. All the years, all the time frame, all the duration, they're going higher. We might have an increasing rates for the rest of the FOMC, about 0.5% for the rest of the meetings by until the end of the year. This is a possibility. This is something we are hearing, continuously recession and increasing interest rates by the end of the year. So we are seeing the bond market going down, and bond market lost a lot of percentage, more than Bitcoin from the top. So it's not actually a risk-off market after all. So Bitcoin, this will make you think about holding Bitcoin for a long time for this actual reason. There is no market, there has no risk, and I think Bitcoin is the best bet for the long run. By the way, going back to the Bitcoin dominance right now, what we are seeing here is still weak. So Bitcoin dominance on the 6 month time frame still weak. We gotta hope we don't find an higher low on the 6 month time frame, because if we're going to get a lower high and we're going to get an equilibrium on the dominance, that is not going to be good for the overall market, as long as there is no catalyst. So if we're going back on the monthly time frame, what I'm seeing here is actually this kind of equilibrium on the Bitcoin dominance, and we're waiting where we might break. So if we break bullish, that means that Bitcoin or is going down and it broke the monthly time frame bearish, or we have this ETF spot, some kind of catalyst that will bring all the spotlight on Bitcoin. That will bring on the spotlight on Bitcoin, and that's the reason why the Bitcoin dominance is going up. Otherwise, we'd rather see the Bitcoin dominance going down. That means that the risk is on, and the asset are growing. The altcoin market is growing, and the bull run is on. So a part of that, Ethereum still is looking for a weekly higher low here. Nothing changed. Ethereum, pretty much all the names are looking for the weekly higher lows. As a strong name, we have, Luna is going strong, coming from the all-time high, and is looking for its weekly higher low already confirmed. So we have a new weekly higher low on Luna here at 75.89. and is going for the lower high compared to this one. And then we have other names increasing toward chain, layer ones in general. Then we saw linear, a lot of names are gaining traction here. Well, that's pretty much the overall situation. So guys, that's all for today. Let's see how the market opens, and then we will check back next days. Thank you. Bye.